Alright, we last left off heading into Giada's basement. So let's see what's behind the door. Welcome back! Thank you guys for coming and hanging out.
Something's not right here. Stay ready.
Haven from the blight. Who grows here?
What? Arthur Castel's will. To Giada, I leave my mother's amulet, the only piece of the Valian republics I took from my home. My one condition is that she wear it as a reminder that we all come from somewhere. May she find comfort in a chain that binds the present to the past. I leave her also the house, the laboratory, and our inventions. Yes, all of them, with no conditions or expectations to weigh her down. Forgive us. What is that about? The many faces of Barath. Cordella Castel's will. Arthur insists I write something down in case the worst should come to pass. But what inheritance do I have to offer? What legacy do I leave? I took no possessions from the homeland, and I owe nothing but my ambition and my mistakes. The ink is blotched, as if someone tapped their quill on the parchment several times before continuing. To Giada I leave my unshakable resolve, the determination to see her plans through the bitter end, and the presence of mind to remember what is important. Let her have all of my best qualities. Should the experiment fail, I won't need them anyway. Not where I'm going. The Gift Bearer's Pilgrimage. The Gift Bearer. We met him last time. Interesting. Cordella is right, of course. We could refine the phantasmal focus for the rest of our lives, or we could put it to good use, so why do I have such doubts? Our plan has always been to tinker with the natural order, but nature is not orderly in the living lands. If we poke too hard at nature, who's to say something else won't poke us back? Did you poke it? Yeah, I poked it. We'll poke it again! My friends, you spend too much time in the privacy of your lab. I know the words were exchanged and more than one ego was bruised after that incident at the workshop, but the damage is superficial. Our community is ready to welcome you back with open arms. For the moment, I am seeing to Giada's education, but I urge you to give her the attention she deserves. She's a promising young woman in a difficult and influential time of her life, and she needs the counsel of her family now more than ever. Pater. Pater. Thought was Pater. Whoa. What is happening down here? Abaddon's hands. The device should not work, and yet it does. Therein lies the problem. Theory and reality are in conflict, and to succeed without comprehension is worse than failure. I have learned nothing and can assume nothing about the limitations of this invention, which frightens me almost as much as Cordella's insistence that we keep going. All I know is that the device has tapped into something. I believed it was the essence of the living lands. What if I'm wrong? What if it's... Several paragraphs have been violently scoured from the page. Have we transgressed too far into the unknowable, that we are blind to the grave we've dug ourselves? I must make preparations for Giada's future. Arthur, do you have everything you need? After Cordella's outburst at the workshop, they say she retreated into her private lab, which is perfectly fine, but I worry about you and little Giada. Let me know if you need anything, even if it's just a talk. I understand your research has made some ambitious strides. Good for you both. When you're ready to surface again, we have the game of Hazatoha to finish. I'll keep the pieces warm. Maxim Vidaro. So Maxim was good friends with Giada's parents. Seems like. Arthur has been quiet lately, so I know he's worried about the experiment. He thinks the island will object to our interference, as if such a thing were even possible. Clearly our daughter is cut from my side of the family. I can't wait to teach her everything we've learned. With any luck, Giada will be as wild and audacious as the forces at play around her. Is there something up here? No.
I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
What a horrific fate.
Beauty reborn. A life of peace.
Is that her parents, maybe?
Guards. We can leave now, right?
Poor Giada. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
I think that's her parents. Arthur and Cordella.
I don't. Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giada's parents. Whatever's left of them.
So they're dead?
Or something like that.
Gods. I can't believe this.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there?
I saw them. The plant corpses were pretty hard to miss.
I'm sorry. For what it's worth, I don't think you were in any danger. All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing.
Do you want to talk about it?
My mother had an idea about how to use the essence of the living lands. And it destroyed her. My father. Our family.
I've heard that story too many times. This land takes more than it gives.
So I swore an oath. No one could enter the lab until I understood what happened.
Until today, so you know what happened?
I'm on the right track to figuring it out, which is almost as good. Enough about me. Let's worry about you for a change. With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way.
Good thinking.
The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar. And I know the perfect one. Naku Tedek, the old godless ruin west of Fjord. There should be some equipment waiting for us.
We could always use the Audra pillar in the workshop.
That ragged thing? It's as dry as a bone. Hardly any essence left. Even if it wasn't, I'm not exactly welcome in the workshop these days.
Let's be off.
Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Fjord. No telling how long we'll be gone. And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance anxiety.
Marius, go on back to camp. I won't be long.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Once we're all together, we should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off.
New companion Giada uses animancy to understand the world around her. While the science of souls remains controversial, she believes the untapped essence of the living lands can and should be put to good use. She wants to prove her convictions by supporting the party in battle. Armed with a phantasmal focus, she draws on the spiritual currents of the living lands to heal and defend her friends. Let's see. Heal everybody and electricity. Cool. Travel to Naku Tedek with Giada. I feel like we already looked at these, right? So now I guess it's just a matter of like what makes the most sense.
What'll it be?
Back.
Oh, look. He's got some lockpicks. Definitely gonna buy those. Damn, I have 12,000 gold now? Jeez. That's it. But I want the lockpicks. I don't know. I mean, she said let's move around here, but I don't know what else I need to do here. I don't think it's much. So I already bought. I bought everything for him. Everybody there. Whoa, we haven't been over here yet? What? We've been there. We've been there because she had weapons that we bought.
If only
I guess
we
we
had
hadn't.
these in the tusks.
You return. Have you visited all 3 grave sites?
The spirits should rest easily now.
Thank you for helping the dead to rest, my friend. You have done Fiora a great service.
Ah, no problem.
Will you stand and pray with me?
No problem. Of course, let's pray.
May you walk the path safely, always a step ahead of the pallid night and her toll. May the usher guide you through the safest doors to the next life, and may his skeletal hand bring you only warmth. May the twin gods see faith in you in all their aspects, and may death come quickly and easily and without fear.
Thank you for the prayer, Elder.
And may we all take comfort in the knowledge that the next life awaits. You know the prayer. It gives me such joy. Please, take this token of Barrett's favor. May it keep you from her path for just a moment longer. May the usher find you quickly, Aimiko, and ferry you gently to the next life.
What did she give us? Barath's Blessed Ward. I feel like we already did this.
The food stores won't replenish themselves.
Perhaps the crops are oversaturated with essence.
Or it's the opposite. They weren't nourished enough.
But our methods have all...
All right, let's head out to Ancient Soil. We'll go ahead and go to the party camp here. It's party time. Party time. Unspent companion ability points. Let's take a look here. Oh, Giada has 4. Got it. Alright, Giada calls forth an invigorating wave of energy that heals allies. And then we have... Barrier. Giada grants all allies a shield that provides temporary health. Yes. Thank you. Giada increases the move speed and attack speed of all allies for 15 seconds. She does a lot of buffing. And her attacks heal. I mean, I guess I just want all 4 for the moment. And then we could put an extra one in something. What about this? Giada's attacks heal all allies. So Reconstruction increases the healing granted to allies below 20%. Reconstruction... Oh, nice. That was a achievement. Reconstruction grants temporary health to allies that are already at maximum health, or Reconstruction revives incapacitated allies when Giada kills an enemy. Allies empowered by acceleration use their speed to gain 15% damage reduction. Wow, these are all really good. Wow, so that heals everybody and then gives us 15 seconds of increased damage reduction. Wow. I think I'll do the shielding. That seems good.
Envoy? Hard to imagine what Giada's going through right now, with her parents and all that. I mean, I have no idea what actually happened there, but she lost her people. She'll need time to get past that. And she deserves it.
Agreed.
Right, changing the subject.
Let's talk about Emerald Stair.
Ask away.
Tell me more about
I
it.
think you know almost as much as I do at this point, Amakul. Not sure what else to say.
Heard anything interesting out
I get
there?
a weird feeling when I get close to Lake Lacuna. Like there's something there that shouldn't be.
Do you have any tips?
Let's see. Right. So I wasn't completely honest before when I talked about avoiding river water and such. Water from the river or creeks, or whatever is, well, it's nasty. Drink that stuff and you'll be shooting soccer from both ends. So whatever water you take from the river, you have to boil. Take out all the leaves and bugs and such and leave it in a pot over the fire. I always carry a bundle of ditchberry bark too. Tastes terrible, but it keeps the water from making you sick. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Right, changing the subject.
I'll have to get thoughts on our companions.
Right. I'm sure you'll find it absolutely gripping. Go ahead. I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
Anything I should know about Kai?
As you know, Kai and I have worked together in the past. It's a blessed miracle he never got me killed. Honestly, he's a good guy. A bit too quick to ask questions for my taste, but... Kai's good enough. Tell him I said that I'll cut a hole in your water skins.
I want to talk more about you.
Oh, good. Let's have it. Anyway, what do you need?
Companions.
Right. I'm sure... Go ahead. I'll tell you what...
Yeah, Giada.
Giada's a mystery to me. Animancers give me the vricus, and for good reason. Most of them would just as soon turn your soul into jewelry as look at you. Giada seems different. She's smart, thoughtful, and she's got a spine, too. You can tell when someone needs extra help out
I think he likes her a little bit.
She doesn't. So, yeah, I don't understand her, but I guess I don't have to, really. Oh, Annie, what do you need? Pleasant dreams.
Thank you again for letting me join you. An animancer never misses an opportunity to embrace the unknown. Still, being an animancer feels different without Fior Messiverno. For the first time, I don't have to prove myself to anyone.
I think you're going to enjoy working for yourself.
It'll take some getting used to, that's for sure. At least now I have a place I can call my own.
I don't have much to offer aside from a messy camp and an old bedroll.
Believe me, that's plenty. Not to change the topic, but this little adventure of ours, will it be dangerous?
Probably, though not through any fault of
A
ours.
little bit of trouble in moderation can be good for the soul. My mother and father taught me how to defend myself, among other things. When you need me, I'll be ready. I hope so anyway. You know me, always ready with an answer.
I'd like to learn more about Fior
You
Messiverno.
want a story? Very well. Settle in. It all started about 50 years ago, in the great city of Spirento. A young nobleman by the name of Maxim Vidaro sought to inherit a distinguished government position.
Would he be the governor's father?
Unfortunately, yes. A distant cousin cheated Maxim out of the title. He was devastated. His political future uncertain. No one lifted a finger to help. Not the banks, not the merchants, or the politicians. So, Maxim did what Valians do best.
Animancy?
Not exactly, but close. Maxim plotted his revenge. They say he prayed to Scan, the effigy, god of rebellion and defiance, to ask for a blessing. And Scan answered. Take their best and brightest, their heirs, their scholars, their futures, to the far side of the world, never to return. And Maxim did just that. He gathered a following and left the Valian republics, giving thanks to his dark god.
So he founded an animancy commune in the Living Lands?
We prefer to call it an intellectual haven of free thinkers. But it's true that most of us are animancers. Spirento was full of animancers, many of them in debt. And Maxim was a wealthy patron. They needed each other. So the animancers followed Maxim all the way out here, including my parents, Quilici, and others around town. At the time, this place was an animancer's dream. No oversight, limited government, and soil rich with essence. 40 years later, Maxim vanished. They say the effigy came to collect his soul. Nonsense, of course. His son has been in charge ever since. For better or worse.
I suppose he's doing his best.
I have good reason to be critical. But I also know his life isn't as easy as it looks. He and I might squabble in public from time to time, but we're both just figuring it all out as we go. Thanks for listening. We should do this again.
I love a good ghost story. Just not the dreams I have afterwards.
Hadn't heard all that before. Probably a lesson or two in there.
One of these days you'll have to tell me an Adiran ghost story. You learn a lot about people by what scares them.
You must know some local gossip.
Let me think. Quilici has a girlfriend, as cute as a button, and as smart as an archmage. That isn't a secret. I'm just happy for him.
Anything else?
Have you heard of the incident at Beldereno Pass? 20 settlers lost their lives in a winter storm. Ever since, people have heard ghostly cries from a nearby cave. Fascinating, isn't it? Tragic, of course, but fascinating.
Anything else?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I haven't heard anything new of late. Being an outcast means being out of the loop.
I wanted to ask about you.
What are you so curious about?
Can we talk about what happened to your
I
parents?
suppose you deserve to know, after what I put you through.
Thanks.
My mother wanted to expand Fjore's agriculture. Feeding Emerald Stair wasn't ambitious enough. She wanted to feed the world. She thought she could break the wilderness, using animancy as the whip. Turn the living lands into a garden.
Do you think that's even possible?
Anything's possible, but there are significant problems to overcome. After my father put the finishing touches on the phantasmal focus, she was impatient to get started. After all, whoever controls the spirit of the living lands has nature in the palm of their hand.
It's a lot of power for one animancer.
My father thought so too. Emerald Stair was just the beginning to her. My father thought she was brilliant. Others thought she was mad. I think she was a victim of her own ambition. She wanted so much, and there was so little time to achieve it. Theoretically, her plan should have worked. But the living lands had other ideas. When she used the phantasmal focus, theory collided with reality. Everything went wrong.
What do you think happened?
I can't rule anything out, but I suspect the Dream Scourge had something to do with it. It lives in the essence of the living lands, corrupting whatever it touches. And if I'm right, that means it's been here a long time. or the forces behind it.
Does animancy often change people like that?
No. To my knowledge, the accident was no everyday occurrence. But neither was the experiment. My mother transgressed on nature, on existence itself. Still, I don't understand what went wrong. When I do, then I can finish her work.
How old were you?
I was 17. That makes it... Gods, has it been 13 years already? After they died, I wouldn't go near a lab. It was ages before Kolichi got me to crack open a book. I have a lot of catching up to do in my studies. Need to make up for lost time.
What makes you think we'll fare any better than your parents
My
did?
mother and father didn't know the risks, and I can't stop thinking about them. Caution and experience will stop us from repeating their mistakes. That's all I care to say for now. At least, about this topic. I thought my family's research could help Emeralds there. That it could banish the Dream Scourge from our lands. Of course, Vidaro wouldn't even give me a chance. He was afraid of history repeating itself. Still, I'm hopeful. This legacy of mine could change animancy as we know it. And something tells me I'm close to a breakthrough. Closer than my mother ever got.
Is that what you want?
Good question. The idea of finishing my parents' work gives me a warm feeling. But do I want it? I know I've got one lifetime, and I want to do something with it.
I thought we had many lifetimes, both ahead of us and behind us.
Very good. You know your metaphysics.
I am a
This is the
godlike.
one life where I am Giada Castel, Animancer extraordinaire. In the next life, I could be an idiotic tree. I have an obligation to use the time I have. No Animancer has engineered an ecosystem before. Maybe, with a little luck, I could be the first.
Your surname is Castel. Any connection to Castel's Folly?
That little island off of Dawnshore? None that I know of. Ignato Castel led the Valian trading company in the Deadfire archipelago. Among other things, he invested in the future of animancy, and apparently he had interests here.
No family connection then?
I hope not. I wouldn't want my family associated with speculation, corruption, and whatever else happened in the Deadfire. We have enough problems already.
What was Castel's Folly?
He had some ideas about moving great distances in the blink of an eye. As far as I know, he was unsuccessful. Animancy and ambition are a dangerous mixture. Intoxicating, but dangerous.
Any idea what happened to him?
Afraid not. I've heard a lot of contradictory stories coming out of the Deadfire in recent years. Some say Castel is still in power, while others think his second-in-command took over the Valian trading company. You know how it is. Wherever there's conflict, there's bound to be misinformation. Unfortunately, that's all I know. Whether or not Castel succeeded, I don't think it's folly to dream.
Have you ever tried animancy yourself?
Now that you mention it, I did try and awaken my soul, to become fully aware of my past lives. Every animancer tries, and fails. It's practically a rite of passage. So, one evening, I crept into the workshop and cobbled an invention together from spare parts. Amateur work. Then I turned it on. Big mistake. The next thing I knew, it was morning. I was floating in the fountain, and my head was pounding like a drum.
You don't need animancy for that. Just rum and a crew on shore leave.
That answers a lot of questions, honestly.
Sometimes I wonder, what if it actually worked? What if all of this happened before, and I'm just reliving the events of a past life? I try not to think about it too much.
How does the phantasmal focus work?
A simple question with a very complicated answer. The device is attuned to the spiritual energy of the living lands, much like a compass to magnetic north. But essence is chaotic by nature. As you saw with your own eyes, imposing order on chaos is not without risk.
You're saying the living lands doesn't want to be controlled?
Indeed. Don't get me wrong. This invention is a small miracle, but it isn't enough. The phantasmal focus was supposed to be the start of something grand. One lever of a device that exists only in theory. Perhaps it should remain that way.
What do you think of our, or let's talk about the emeralds there
Anything
first.
in particular?
You must know some local I wanted to ask you about. That's enough for now.
What do you want to know? Anyone in particular? I warn you, I'm not the best judge of first impressions.
How about Kai?
Kai is a useful fellow. We need people like him to keep you grounded. Just not too grounded. On the surface, Kai is all charm and confidence. You feel good knowing he's around. But there's something deeper. Something in his core that he guards from everyone. Maybe even himself.
Do you think we should be concerned?
Not at all. Kai is a sweetheart. And if that's who he chooses to show us, then that's who he is. If there's another side to him, he'll show us when he's good and ready. No need to rush a natural process.
Any thoughts on Marius?
Marius is working through something. An old wound that hasn't healed. A search for forgiveness? Who knows? He's a tough fellow, but I wouldn't put too much pressure on him.
Kind of pressure.
Good question. Mental and emotional pressure, specifically. Marius could hunt the great western stag if he set his mind to it, but his own feelings elude him. When he wants to find himself, give him room to do so, but don't push him. Just be there to catch him.
What do you think of me?
We haven't been together long, but I think I have you figured out. In Paradise, you have a reputation for being an unlawful misfit. This is the frontier, after all. We don't exactly do things by the book. Fior Messiverno tolerates you well enough. No doubt thanks to my influence. Of course, all I know is what you've done. You may not think these choices reflect who you are. At the end of the day, you shouldn't care what anyone thinks. All that matters is how you see yourself. I've spilled all the gossip I know. Ask me again when there's a new face in camp. Pleasant dreams.
Hey everybody, it's SirMrCl3an. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. I'm new to these Let's Plays, so bear with me as I get my bearings in this new space for me. Hopefully you enjoy my playthrough of Avowed, and please leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all the good stuff so we can help grow our YouTube channel. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Now back to the video. Wow.
I still can't believe it. Dorso was betraying her brothers-in-arms, all in the name of saving Emerald Stair. I don't know what awaits her, but I can't think of much worse than losing home.
That's surprising coming from you. Aren't you all for giving people the benefit of the doubt?
Well, yeah. But there are some lines you don't cross. Turning on your own people is one of them.
I agree completely.
You'd think that'd be an easy position to hold. But I've seen better soldiers than Dorso cross lines you can't come back from.
What's this about?
I saw this in Rauatai's campaign in the Deadfire. You start out with purpose. You're fighting alongside your brothers and sisters, battling pirates and slavers, bringing civilization to a lawless, divided land. But then, you're breaking up villages, turning tribes against their rivals. It gets messy, fast.
What are you trying to say?
Empires are hungry, Envoy, and they devour their own, too. Don't let your allegiances turn you into something you can't live with.
I've got questions about you.
Should I break out the booze?
I'd like to get your thoughts on our
You're asking
others.
me? I'm not much of a gossip. Okay, who do you want to know about?
What do you think about Giada?
She's got a lot of heart, and she's loyal to her people and their principles, even when it costs her. Giada's lost her home, but kept her resolve. It takes a special kind of person to weather what she has and emerge stronger for it. She'll have a lot to figure out after all this, but she's gonna be okay.
Thought you didn't care for animancy.
I don't. It's creepy, it's dangerous, and it's driven by more bad ideas than good ones. What's more, Too many of the people behind it are more interested in seeing what they can do than wrestling with what they should do. But my reservations aren't going to put an end to it. And Giada, at least, is a voice of reason.
She's driven by her parents' legacy, but she hasn't found her own motivation.
She's young. She'll get there. Until then, there are certainly worse things to be driven by. Sure. Holler if you need anything else.
I wanted to come here, I think. There we go. What is this? Critical hits deal high poison accumulation.
I hope no one minds. I made myself at home.
We gotta find more of those pieces.
Don't mind at all. It's good.
Alright, where we at with some upgrades here? Last light of day could be upgraded, so could sun and the moon. I don't know if I want to. I never switch over to those. Do we still want more Stalger leather?
Good to have you.
Wait. I hit the wrong button. Okay, here we go. We got it. We're upgrading this. We're upgrading our armor, baby. Alright. We need 28 of them now? Jeez. What do we need for the grimoire? We just need more petrified wood branches? 3 more? Here, look at that. We can upgrade this now. We're going ice, baby.
Tell us a bit about yourself, Giada.
All right.
Let's see. A few things
Oh, wait.
about
I want to
me.
cook some stuff.
I enjoy long company.
All right, here's some food. I want to do meals. That's what I want to do. Because this stuff cures way more than everything else. Let's see, 70. Perception, dexterity, plus 10 movement speed. We should make some of these. What's this? 100% health and essence regeneration speed from food. 30 health. So, Mariner's Porridge. 70 health, 70 essence. This is also 70 health. And 70 essence. Plenty of it. So much stuff. So much ingredients. I wish you could do more of these. Alright, I think that's probably good now. One thing I want, though, is I need something that heals... Here we go. Cures poison, bleed, and elemental. There we go. We got 20 of those. That should be good for now. I also like this.
Conversations.
All right.
And my
I
favorite
think that's enough for
season is
now.
autumn. Apparently, I also
Enough for now. Let us go. What's up, Jedi Saber? Welcome on in. Salutes to you, my friend. Party management. Select 2 companions to join you on your adventure. I have these 2. Confirm. It has a similar art style.
Did they not glow in the light? Her parents, her sentinels.
It's like a very
Glow
kind of
and
color. It's very
flourish
colorful.
in life without rot, form without death.
You call that life? I doubt Giada thinks her parents are still alive in any way that matters to her.
The lake dries. Prune the bellflowers. Why should anything wilt? Endless spring. They breathe. They flower. They will never fade.
Why do you care so much?
Is the acorn not beloved of the oak? We merely ponder. They sing in peace. Was it not worth the change?
No, we can't decide for others. They should always have a choice.
Do we not? The bear would have spent its days in the wood. They are strong now, vibrant, better than their frail shells.
I suppose they live on in some form.
More than alive. No suffering, no end. Sleep now. Dream of beauty and new life. We will speak soon.
All right, we are headed to Naku Tedek. See what we find here, huh?
There should be some equipment by the Adra pillar.
We remember these walls. Yes, we have been here.
Well, here we are on the precipice of discovery. Armed and ready for mischief.
I'm 2 out of 3 anyway.
Before we get started, indulge me. What are you excited to learn about?
The Dream Scourge and how to stop it.
Good. We're on the same page. Now, I'm going to tap into the pillar's dormant energy and give it a good shake. In layman's terms, I'm chumming the water and daring the Dream Scourge to show its ugly face.
I'm ready.
This is no time for hesitation. All right. Drawing on the energy of the phantasmal focus, I'll start with a low-frequency ethereal vibration. I've got nothing. You?
Like I could go for some pie.
Shit. All right, adjusting the frequency. The focus is warming up. I hope that's a good sign. Let me know
Me
if you
too.
feel something. Who knows how your godlike nature will react to this. Brace yourself. We're going to pin this bastard down.
Are you sure about this?
Don't worry, I'm a professional. Now, here goes nothing.
Souls in a circle, a whirlpool. We twine, we twine.
Hey, I think I got something. The focus twitched, like a fishing rod. Is that a door? Not the result I was looking for, but a result nonetheless.
Whatever you did, it worked.
Don't be so sure about that. Remember, I'm an animancer, not a locksmith. Right before the door opened, I detected something in the Adra. I was right. The Dream Scourge has a point of origin. We can study the affliction from here, but I don't know that we can stop it.
Couldn't we just send a little healing magic through the Adra?
Oh dear. How do I explain? Imagine tossing a pebble and hoping it flattens a blade of grass on the other side of the world. that's what you're asking, and it won't work.
Understood.
If we want to stop the Dream Scourge, we still need to learn more about the source of the affliction. I hate to say it, but we'll get better results at the base of the pillar, where the energies are more potent.
Any theories about what's going on
We
here?
shouldn't jump to conclusions. After you.
But we gotta see what's down there now.
All right. So I feel like this door, this is it.
Did you open that door?
Yes, we did. This kind of takes us into that place where the other locked door
I did not bring us
was.
here to explore, but clearly something wants to be found.
Does this feel like the start of a cautionary campfire tale to anyone else?
I wonder, did you open the door, or did the door open for you?
I guess we're going down right now. Actually, you know what? We might be able to go across. We go any higher? No, but there's a chest over there. Ooh. Ooh. Here we go. Here we go. Check it out.
Incredible. These ruins are untouched. We are the first to disturb them. When was the last time anyone walked these passages? It must have been centuries. No, millennia. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll talk more once we reach the bottom.
Oh. Giada, she can do this, right?
Just a little spark. More goes a long way.
Is that not where we just came from? Oh no, we came from in here. Let's go down here first.
Eon Seek. Eckworth and Rock. Seek.
Not bad, envoy.
Defensive!
Yeah!
Another glorious battle.
Those defenses, that barrier is awesome. All right, maybe we should go the other way? We got another piece of the god shrine.
Together somehow.
Hell
Let's have a closer
yeah.
look at camp.
Hell yeah. Lots of goodies. Oh. Oh. All right. Well, I think that was it from in here. Now we can go the other way.
Charge it up. Just a little spark.
Just a little bit.
No, the knife that pierces in the dark.
Whatever this is, at least it's dead. 2 points for the godless, none for the abominations.
Get out of there.
Watch your head. There's a trap right above it.
What do you mean there's a trap right above it? Oh, jeez. We do barrier for all of us?
Under my protection.
Heck
That was a
yeah!
close one. Beautiful. Life into death. To think it survived all these years.
It's
I like her,
surprisingly colorful.
I like her
I've seen godless
her
architecture.
barrier.
Before, I've never seen godless art until now. Just imagine how much has been lost. We should keep moving. I don't mean to slow us down.
Do we come through that? Oh, where is it? Usually it's oh, I bet it's like in here or something. Oh, it is. What do you know? What do you know?
A little power goes a long way.
A beetle shell. A beetle shell. Definitely don't want to forget that. That one just opened.
I would not go swimming if I were you, unless you wish to meet your maker. There must be a way across. If not underwater, perhaps over it, with the help of some ice.
Hey, ice works for me. What is that up there? Well, that didn't help.
Eggworth and Rock! Eggworth and Rock!
Okay, that worked. We got through there.
Charge it up.
Charge it up! Ooh, what's going on over here, huh? Oh, that looks like a bad guy. It looks like a very big bad guy. I feel like he's gonna just come up.
What in the name of Aora is that?
We're gonna pull this out.
Think it's sleeping?
I've never seen anything like it before. I don't believe it's a statue. No, this was alive once. And the people who lived here were terrified of it.
Never a dull moment with you in charge.
You defend! You're mine now! You'll see! Eggworth and Rock! Eggworth and Rock! Up 10!
Barrier.
And Rock! Left leg! You defend! on seek. Loose end. Slip and rough.
Alright, where are the other ones?
That's one for us.
There's still like 2 more down here, I think. I think there is. Did I lose a... Oh, there's something over there. Aha! All right. We're going to finish this one in the next episode. I will be back. Thank you so much. See you soon.